Street Fight listeners, welcome to the show. Happy Hollandays. It's Wednesday. We're doing the show early as fuck, 6 p.m. This is what we normally do now for those that just started, that have been listening for a while. We're live 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Columbus, Ohio. Where we're on the west side, the best side. And coming to you on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. You can find us, Street Fight WCRS, and all those platforms, except for Twitch, where we're just Street Fight Radio. Twitch.tv/Street Fight Radio. Subscribe, you get your emoticons and all that other fun stuff. And join in the chat. Let us know what's going on. We want to hear from you. And then every Sunday, we take calls, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. You can get a hold of us and talk to us about what's going on at your stupid jobs, why people are quitting, how violent the Walgreens have become over vaccine lines, and also theft. Let's go. Figure out what you want to talk about. We want to hear it. We want to know what's going on in your world. For Street Fight Radio. My name is Brett. My co-host is Brian. You know us now as the #1 anarcho-comedy radio show on any station across the nation for 10 years. We're coming to you from Columbus, Ohio on WCRS FM LP. Sorry, WCRS LP FM, I think is what it is. I don't know what the LP means, like long
low
play?
Power.
Oh, low power.
Yeah. Which is weird because we're very high power people.
Right.
Yeah. High power, high status. You know, we watch a lot of Dan Pena and Jason Capital. We're high power.
Yes.
You know, Tracy in the chat thinks that we have sex dates later because we're starting so early. When the truth is, I have a wrestling date later on, and I have to do I am calling into a wrestling show.
Okay.
To give my opinions on Dynamite.
Fun.
After it's over. They said 10 to 15 minutes. It's called Wrestling Brain.
Yeah.
I have wrestling brain, so that is a good thing. I just getting texts from John. Me and Brett are scheduling our vacation stuff, and really gonna pack it in there next.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, I've been packing it in for like 2 weeks now, but you know, we're so close, and yeah, it's wrestling. It's always wrestling.
Yeah, I have rug burn on my dick, so I'm out of commission for the moment too.
I got that once way back in the day. I was dating this girl, and I don't know if she gave that many hand jobs, but she was giving me one and just really fucking tore it apart. But I was too horny to be like, let's not do this. So I was just like, I don't know, maybe
way to go, babe.
Maybe it'll work out. I don't
know. Maybe I'll be surprised. She might know a method. You need a lot of pain before the pleasure sets in.
Yeah, I don't know. It could happen. But yeah, I had a no smoking still.
Okay.
Haven't smoked a cigarette in a week and 2 days.
Congratulations.
Threw away the cigarette.
That is powerful. You got to make a statement.
The ashtray? Away the ashtray.
Was it a nice ashtray?
No, it was fucking a plastic thing that we threw our cigarette butts in when we were done smoking. It was just like, let's just throw the fucking thing away.
Katie quit too?
Yeah, we ain't smoking.
I mean,
she might be eating gum.
Sure.
But I'm not 100% sure she's even eating gum. I'm not. And she was in a bad mood last night, so she might not have been eating gum.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had any nicotine because the lozenge made me feel like real dirt. So
you don't have to do the whole thing.
I know, but I do. You know.
To get a tummy ache?
I have to do the whole thing all the time. There's no time where I don't have to do the whole thing. I have to do more than the whole thing a lot of times, you know? Like, damn, I'm going to have a snack. And then it's like, well, I got to have a box of snacks.
Right.
Really.
To make it count.
Yeah, to make me feel good.
Yeah, those lozenge things are always like, going to be on an airplane or a long meeting? Just suck on this. And it just feels like it's a stomach ache pill.
It is.
It's just like, bad. It's not good.
Do not like. I do not. You know what I love, though? What I'm really happy about is the laundry situation with me has drastically changed.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna wash everything every time.
Oh,
now.
I gotcha.
I don't have to. It
You
doesn't
gotta
smell like smoke anymore.
That's true. You got a chair full of half-worn stuff now.
Yeah. So that's been a big bonus. So I had the worst thing happen this week, Brett, and this is a callback to something from the old basement days, and we're on a basement show, so I'm going to give you a basement story,
Above ground basement
And
story.
I believe you had the same basement thing happen to you.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't remember for sure, but maybe you did. For some reason, it's in my mind that you did. I did a podcast for the vacation time, right? And it was, I don't know, an hour 45, something like that. But I had to fucking pee when it was over. And I fucking ran out of the door. I busted through the door like the fucking Kool-Aid man, dude. Mm-hmm. And got 2 steps down the hall and heard the shower going and music going in the shower, which means Gwen in the shower.
Right.
Okay? And plus some European person was like, oh, so Americans don't use the bathroom when their kids in the shower? Not when they're fucking 17. That's weird. We're not showing each other bits, okay? But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind being, I would be naked around my kid, but I'm not going to piss in front of my kid.
I know, it's weird.
Well, I guess I do piss in front of my kid, actually. But she's 8. When she's 17, I'm not going to piss in front of my kid.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go pee in the hole. Mm-hmm. Okay? And for those that don't know, there's a hole in the basement that you can pee in.
Drainage.
And I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Women that listen to this show are going to be like, you peed in a hole in the basement? Because that always happened.
Yeah.
Back when we used to pee in the old hole in the old studio. We used to go pee in the hole. And like they'd be like, you pee in the hole? And we'd be like, yeah. Every guy pees in the hole if you have a basement. That's just the way it fucking goes.
Right.
You know? So I run down to the basement to pee because it was like fucking 19 degrees outside and I wasn't about to go outside. I pee in the hole. A fucking plastic box from a fuse falls down the hole while I'm peeing.
What?
Oh, yeah. My landlord switched fuses
Okay.
in my basement and left the box of the fuse, the plastic. It's like a plastic box that's the size of a fuse. He left it on the floor in the basement, and the cable's down there too. And there's a few things going on down there that you even have to move to pee in the hole. Okay. So something must have hit that thing, falls right in the goddamn hole. Now I have to stick my hand in the hole that I peed in to get the fuse box out. First I try tongs from the kitchen, which by the way, now my wife and kid wants to throw the tongs away. I'm like, I washed them right away. I washed the fucking things, you know?
Right. But it just ruins it in your mind forever. I mean, every time you see them, you're going to think of the pee.
I'm going to use them. Well, maybe you might be right about.
Plus, you can also drink pee straight up. It's not harmful or anything or toxic. It's technically a food product.
They're what's the word? What was I saying? But yeah,
one of the worst things that Erica ever did to me was there was these herbs in the backyard, and we didn't grow them. They were just left behind. And I made this like pot pie, and she was like, where do you get those fresh herbs? And I was like, I grabbed them out of the backyard. And she was like, ooh, the dog pisses all over those.
Yeah.
And so, because the neighbor's dog pisses all over those. So she ruined the whole pot pie. The next time I ate it, as I was eating it, I had to run upstairs and throw up because it made me so sick. Because I was just thinking about eating dog piss. It wasn't even the same herbs. It was herbs from somewhere else. And it's still just that herb in that pie now was tainted by piss.
The tongs are metal, by the way. People are like, I'm going to throw the tongs away. Piss is not going to fucking sink into metal.
No.
Tongs.
No.
They are fine tongs. I'm a cheap man. Leave me alone. All I ended up doing was pushing it further down there.
Smart.
So then I call my brother and I'm like, can I use your shop vac? I'll fucking shop vac it out
Okay.
of the piss hole. Like, it'll grab it.
Sure.
I'll pull it out of the piss hole. It's stuck now. So the shop vac did nothing. And now I have to clean the shop vac and get new filters for the shop vac and do everything for the shop vac now. Bleach it, everything else, because there was pee. And he's going to listen to this and be mad. Hopefully he just doesn't listen to it, you know?
Yeah.
So now I'm dealing with that, cleaning that up. Anyway, here's what I do. I fucking am like, I'm going to do a load of laundry and see what happens. Because I had not done a load of laundry to see what happens.
Right.
Didn't even clog the fucking thing, man. So I reached my hand in a piss puddle.
Uh-huh.
I put my body all through piss. Just so much piss action. And
Why do you wait for it to dry?
it wouldn't dry. Wait for the piss to dry?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a puddle of piss. It was like a whole pee, right? So I should have run water down. If I had tested it, I wouldn't have had to do anything at all. It's not blocking the drain. So it was just honestly one of the worst nights of my life. And then I had a panic attack for like 24 hours thinking about the piss hole and having to deal with the hole. It was just the worst fucking feeling, dude. The worst feeling. And I don't like pee at all. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't like touching it. I'm never going to touch pee again.
Okay.
Ever. But I think there's still piss on my phone because I was using my phone as a flashlight to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was just, things were bad, man. Things, that really was a tough one. Didn't you knock something down in the piss hole once?
I don't remember.
I think you did because I remember you telling me, like, I knocked something down the piss hole and had to reach down there and get it.
I don't think it must not have bothered me as much.
No.
And I would have never have gone to the trouble of a shop vac. I would have been like, oh, I can't see it anymore. It's gone. That's Dean's problem, not mine.
Yeah. Well, I hate calling my fucking landlord, even though I do have some chits to cash in a bit because my daughter's bedroom has had a hole in the roof for like days and he will not call a roofer for months now. And the roofer, he then said, I called a roofer and we were like, oh, that's great, a roofer. And then he's like, oh, the roofer canceled on me because he said there's too much construction by your house. And I'm like,
What does that mean?
that's weird.
Are they competing for tools? We all use the same truck.
No fucking idea, man. I had no idea. So, yeah, that was really annoying. So I guess I could just be like, dude, my daughter's got a hole in the fucking roof that leaks every time it rains.
Yeah.
Yes, I knocked something in the piss hole downstairs. Yes, I know it's not technically called the piss hole, but that's what people call it, okay? Now, you have to get it out. And I didn't know. I don't have to. It's fine.
Yeah, they can find it later.
Yeah. When we're moving out in 2 years, it's not
They'll figure it
clogging
out.
anything up. I did 3 loads of laundry today. Everything's great. So that was good news. Well, not good news because, like I said, I didn't.
You have also a shop vac that you still have to clean?
I did. So then, of course, you know how my brain is, right? How obsessive I am. The shop vac, I sat it outside because it smelled.
Sure. I know. I believe that.
And then I started to have a meltdown and think like, well, the piss is going to get embedded in the plastic.
Right.
So I need to clean that now. So then I woke up basically in the middle of the night and walked down and cleaned the shop vac in the middle of the fucking night and went back to bed. And so the shop vac is clean.
Okay.
But now I'm holding on to it so I can get the filter. So the full thing is, because I got a filter coming in from Amazon on Saturday. So I'm just going to hold on to it till then and then return it like new.
Like, yeah. No, we didn't even use it. We didn't even need it.
I cleaned the hell out of it though, man. And I just went and bought bleach today. And It was just a whole thing, dude. You wouldn't even believe the stuff that happened in the run-up. First, I'm like, I'm going to get a bucket and pour it down the hole and see what happens. I go to fill the bucket, and it's not filling up because there's a hole in my bucket. Literally, there is a hole in the bucket, which is a song by fucking Hank Williams or somebody. I don't fucking know. There is a hole in my bucket.
Dear Elijah.
Yeah. At fucking 11 o'clock at night, there's a hole in my bucket. So I can't even go to the store and get a new bucket. I had to wait till today. But now I have a bucket and everything. Everything's going great now, I guess, bucket-wise.
Okay.
So I got a good bucket thing. Also,
I'm glad you got a good bucket.
Oh, it's a nice one. It's a big bucket. I got a big one. Mm-hmm. Like, that's all they had, so I'm bragging about, like buying
a construction bucket?
Only thing they... No. It's a house bucket. It's definitely for houses. It's not for construction.
Not for construction.
No. I bought it in a section with the gimmicks, with the mops and shit.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, of course.
The gimmicks.
Gimmicks. The little shit they tell you needs that cleans your house. Like anything in this world will ever be clean, right? Did I tell you that I didn't say, I think this happened after the last show that I got yelled at for door dashing?
No, I had no idea you got yelled at. Oh, wait. You told me personally, but this didn't make the air. No.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it. I started tweeting about it more. Last week I went to go do DoorDash, and I show up to Steak and Shake. It's like 10:50 something, 10:40 something.
AM?
AM.
Okay.
And I get this notice. There's a delivery. I get out of my car, and as soon as I turn around, this woman is standing with somebody else. They work there. They have the shirts on by the front door. She's smoking. And she goes, "Hey, no. We're not open. I told the last DoorDasher that, and I don't want to get cussed out, and I don't want you to take my damn picture."
The last DoorDasher was a dick.
Well, so I like look at her, and I'm like, and she's kind of saying it out loud, like, I told him, and she's talking to the other person. I said, I'm not trying to start anything with you. And then she goes, "Oh, I just wanted to let you know that it was closed."
Yeah, treating you with sugar after
a
little bit of vinegar.
Right, after immediately saying like, yeah. But the worst part was I get in my car and I go to cancel the order, and it's like, "Please take a picture of the front door." And I was like, hell fucking no. I took a picture from the other side of the parking lot. I was just like real quick snapped a picture. I did not want that. That lady would have grabbed me out by the hair of my head.
Zoom.
Yeah.
You had to fucking get a telephoto lens to get the picture because you're scared. Yeah. I would have been scared too, man. I would have been the same way.
Yeah.
Like, nope, I don't want to get yelled at. Maybe that's what the other driver was doing, was taking the picture of the door.
Yeah. That's the picture part. She misconstrued. I don't know why he cussed at her. Because he might have said something like, "Well, it says you're open." Might have been it. It says you're fucking open.
Maybe drove there. He maybe, because once you drive, you've driven there.
I drove all the way there, yeah, from wherever.
That's why.
He was mad, yeah.
Yeah, he was pissed.
And this is the thing, like, it just further adds to how fucked up this is, because they don't even know the times these places are open.
Nope.
They're taking orders, they're taking people's fucking money for places that aren't even fucking open.
I've had that happen to me in the past, like, as in, like, I set up a pickup. Mm-hmm. And I fucking drive to the goddamn place, and I get there, and it's the most closed place I've ever seen in my life. It, like, might as well not even be there.
I mean, it's a matter. I've done it 4 days, only 4 days, and there's been 3 places that are closed, like aren't even open. Like, there's no signs, there's no nothing. It says they should be fucking open. Pizza places, who knows if they'll be open? I mean, those people just aren't showing up. But I do have something I want to ask you.
Okay.
I don't know if I ask you, but I want to work it out, okay?
I'm ready. I love working stuff out.
I started getting these orders with no tips on them.
Oh.
And I accept them, and I tweeted about this, and I was thinking about making some sort of, like, a flyer to throw in there, because I can get fired. But I want to say something like, do you tip people when you go to a restaurant? What about when somebody drives 15 minutes across fucking town to bring you your food? Don't you think they deserve a tip? You know?
That's crazy.
$2.49 for me to go across town. But as I got mad at them, what I started doing that people don't tip, I don't put their food in the thermal bag.
Yeah.
And I turn the air conditioner on their food so that it's like really cold. And I'm thinking about like just flipping the styrofoam upside down. I had some Indian food that I just wanted to fucking just give it a good shake so everything was all like mixed together.
Can I ask, like, if DoorDash, I use DoorDash, but I always tip up front so I don't even open the app up when I'm done to like rate or whatever. Does DoorDash ask you to tip after the delivery? I could check that.
I think it's both.
Phone. Because
sometimes it does go up.
Yeah, because that's maybe why you're not getting a tip immediately. And DoorDash is the worst for their tips because, like, I think with Uber Eats and with Grubhub, they give you a selection of percentages that your tip would be, right? Okay. So 10, 20... or 15, 20, 25, 30, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I always just pick the highest one, basically. I just hit the 30% one, move on. But DoorDash does $2, $4, and $6.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of $1 shit. $1. I'm like, what was that? I drove all the way to fucking Groveport from downtown, you know?
That's cruddy to do the, 1, 4, 6 or something like that, where it's like, hey, give him the $6, man.
But you know what I realized after getting mad at the people that aren't tipping is that this is the same thing as restaurants in that it shouldn't be on the customer to decide how much I fucking make.
Yeah.
And Grubhub and DoorDash, they're offering people $9.99 subscriptions a month for a plus thing so that they never pay delivery orders, you know? And so those people are getting deliveries 3-4 times a week. And normally, like, DoorDash would throw a few dollars on top of that. Plus, they come with all these fucking fees, you know? They should just say, and they also fuck with the prices of the food. Like, your Chipotle, Chipotle is $1 more across the board. It's like, add guacamole, $3.49.
Yep.
You know, it's the $17 Panera soup bullshit. It should be the same menu prices as it is, and it should just straight up say it's $15 to bring it to your house. Take the deal or fucking leave it. Because we gotta break this guy $10. We're gonna keep $5, and that's what it's gonna be. You don't get to order it and pay $2.49 or pay $10 to get 30 fucking deliveries to get your coffee delivered every single day, and you pay $9.99 a month, you know?
Yeah, I have
don't tip us or give us $2.
I've thought about getting the membership service, but I feel like such a weird shame about being like, I'm going to pay for the membership service for Uber. But it might actually pay for itself in my case because, I mean, so my wife and daughter ordered Grubhub tonight. And I will probably go home and order Grubhub. They're going to come to my house twice today. And that's going to cost me a bunch of fucking money.
Yeah.
So, also, I'll tell you another thing that's got me nuts this year for Christmas is I don't think any of my gifts are going to get here on time. I should have just gone to the store.
Absolutely.
I should have just
You didn't know that?
God.
You weren't paying attention to supply chains?
Well,
you thought it was fake? You believed it was fake?
I did. No, I believe that if you were getting stuff from China, that it was going to be a problem. But if you're getting stuff from inside the United States, that they would deliver it with speed. Okay? Mm-hmm. So that's not the case. That is not what's happening.
Right.
But like, I mean, I got all my wife's stuff. Like what I did, because I have meltdowns every year around Christmas about money, is I got all of my wife's shit and your present. And then I was like, whatever you do after that, I don't fucking care. It's done. I'm done. I am not going to push the and I'm going to tell you, because Katie sometimes listens to this fucking show, I can't tell you what I got her. But I'm going to tell you, it was a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. Okay?
That's all that matters.
Exactly. Thank you. Guess what I'm getting from the kid now? Oh, she's not going to have anything to... She's only going to get one thing on Christmas Day?
Yeah, it's better than a bunch of bullshit. I would rather have the one $500 thing I want than 10 of your or 20 of your fucking $20 things.
Wait, so she's only going to get this one thing?
Volume doesn't
Christmas
matter.
Day? That's how I feel too.
For
Give me one
10
great
and
thing.
under. For 10 and under. It does.
Oh, yeah. If you're buying for children...
Dollar store. Just go to
Yep.
the fucking dollar store. Don't buy anything except for hand-me-down shit. There's no reason to spend money on kids.
They just like opening presents.
Right, exactly.
Kids. And they think parents want to open presents? Fucking they think parents.
Most parents I know now they don't want to open them up in front of people or something. They're like, don't like the reaction, or like they don't want their picture taken. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. For sure. So
like we should put that expensive gift back and get her 10 candle and body lotion gift sets from fucking Walmart. We should get her some slippers and that she didn't pick out and that aren't the ones that she thought of.
I'm like, what else?
Go big or go home.
Exactly.
Get her the Lexus if you can.
Yep. Exactly. Thank you. So
I don't know what I'm doing this year. I'm pretty bummed about this Christmas. It's actually a shitty Christmas for me.
Really?
Because I feel like I didn't realize how much I liked going to Erica's family stuff.
Yeah, that is Christmas stuff. For sure.
My mom canceled Thanksgiving because she was like too depressed or something. And then it was my dad's birthday on Friday. And like I don't call him because he doesn't call me, which I'm fine with. But it's like, I don't know, it's bugging me this year more than anything. Because I don't have anybody else to lean on, Yeah, the not having a family was always fine with me, but now it's like I don't have like my regular family that I usually have. And then even like my friends now, most of them are like COVID weirdos and still haven't got back to normal,
Yeah, that is true.
And I did lose some friends in the divorce. As much as everybody says we're friends with both of you, it's like you were her friend first, Like I get it. I get it that you were her friend first, You're not going to call me to do shit.
Yeah.
I was that negative guy that she married.
But to be fair, I don't call anybody to do shit.
Sure.
So, God damn it, Brett. You want to hear something depressing? We were going to cover the Better.com guy that fired all those people. They pulled the goddamn video
Already?
off the internet.
Fuck.
Yeah. And I can't. I could find it, but like I can't I don't know who's gonna post it without their stupid commentary on it. So maybe we'll try this one and see, because our friend sent us this. It is pretty bad, I think.
Here's what I wanted to... Shot Gaming in the chat said I was going to say I put 0 tip in the app and do cash tips so they don't have to report them. But if my food is getting molested on the way, sad face. I want to say nobody does that. Nobody does that. And everybody that says that is not doing that. Sorry, Shot Gaming, you're lying.
If you do it, if you only order very rarely... it seems like people who do that probably order very rarely. Yeah. I think would be my thing. Let's see if
That's great if you do, but yeah.
Let's see if this video works here.
Hi, everyone.
It does. We got it, baby. Thank you, Mojo Story, for lifting somebody else's video so that we can use it and you can monetize. Let's just listen to this thing, We'll stop it if we have to.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. I come to you with not great news.
No, bad news. Number one, it is also...
You didn't say what this is at all.
It's the Better.com CEO.
Okay.
Everybody that's listening to Street Fight knows the Better.com CEO, right?
I don't know. Some people don't.
Vishal.
What is Better.com?
I don't know. Oh, God.
It's a bullshit-ass finance website.
Yeah, that I didn't know.
It's just mortgage rate, people competing for bank shit.
So this guy sets up a Zoom call and tells all these people they have to be on it.
How many?
900.
900 people on a Zoom. So he's got the
Why
premium.
does Better.com have 900 fucking employees? What could they possibly be doing that they need 900 people to do?
I mean, insurance and banking is such a scummy fucking industry. It's just all scraping off a quarter from anything you can.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
It's selling. This is selling leads, to be honest. It looks like
no.
because you're entering your zip code. Well, maybe they're doing. I don't know. I can't tell if they're doing it. Mortgage. Oh no, they're a bank. Never mind. They're a bank. That's why. They're like an online bank. I thought they were selling. They were trying to get you the lowest rate on a mortgage. They want you to get a mortgage through them.
Oh.
So they're writing mortgages.
Okay.
And selling insurance.
The market has changed, as you know, and we have to move with it.
Question, real quick. Have you been hearing this thing about the real estate market being really hot right now? It's hot
for like a year.
Yeah, and this company does mortgages. I don't think the market's changed on them. Like as a big surprise. Like, did the market change for the worse for them?
Yeah, that is a good question to ask, actually.
Yeah. All I hear about is this real estate market is fucking hot right now, and that means bad for people who buy houses.
They're not even buying houses; they're just financing them.
Yes.
Which if people are buying houses, then your business should be going up, right?
Yes. Yes. And apparently people are buying the fuck out of houses, dude.
Right.
That's all I hear about.
So that hopefully we can continue to thrive and deliver on a mission.
First of all, let me also say, this is second or third or fourth of all, but let me just say this too. Once you lay me off, I don't care how your business does in the future. I don't care if your business thrives in the future after you've laid me off.
I'm not rooting for you at all.
No. Nope.
I remember when I worked at this toy store when I was like 16, 17, I showed up one day and it was closed. Like there was all of the windows were covered with like bags or paper or something to like just blot it out. And then there was a sign that said, "Brett, please call Herb." His name was.
Just you?
Yeah, just me because I was scheduled to work.
Oh, okay.
And I called him and they say we're closing down. And I called him, I go in, they say we're closing down. We don't do this anymore. It's
do toys no more.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck y'all. And I yelled and screamed at him and walked out. And then they called me and I answered the phone and they're like, "What's wrong? Why are you so mad?" And I was like, you could have let me know. I needed this money and now I don't have anywhere to go. Like you could have told me this like a month ago that this was going to fucking happen. I don't think this was out of nowhere. I don't think you went to go swipe the Family Toy Warehouse card and then it went declined. You know, like you fucking knew this was happening at least 2 weeks ago. I would have stuck around. If you would have said your last day is today, I would have fucking stuck around.
Yeah, they like to tell you like we have to be nimble and respond to the market.
Yeah.
So that we can continue to be a successful company. But you're saying that to people that you're firing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
we aren't going to share in those successes.
We're not excited about that at all.
We can continue to thrive and deliver on a mission. This isn't news that you're going to want to hear, but ultimately it was my decision, and I wanted you to hear from me. It's been a really, really challenging decision to make.
Guys that fire people love to fucking tell you how hard it is to fire people, too.
I mean, it is. I think that's fair.
I understand.
I don't think you can get out of it without, like, having your fucking heart hurt. Seeing someone's face.
No. But telling the people
Oh, no, yeah, you
firing.
don't need to share that. No, you talk to your family and friends.
Yeah. Go home, tell your wife.
Go have an $18 cocktail at the golf club and complain about it there. Cry into that drink.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't...
You don't tell them.
No, they don't need to know that.
Yeah, they don't need to feel bad for you at all.
No, it's very hard. I made this decision to fire all 900 of you.
The only way that I could keep my lifestyle was getting rid of all of you, so I know you'd make the same decision if you were in my place. But I hate it. I really do hate it.
I hate the shit out of it.
This is the second time in my career I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this. The last time I did it, I cried.
Second time. Well, first time shame on me. Second time shame on you.
The first time I did it, I cried. Okay, well.
But I've grown since then.
Yeah.
Come to learn this is part of business. to surprise 900 people with a pink slip via Zoom during Christmas.
I'm a fucking killer now.
Yeah.
Don't fucking worry about me. You know, last time I cried, this time I'm gonna just go get drunk and try not to even think about
I've shown an immense amount of growth since then.
Yeah.
Into somebody that just accepts this is what happens to people like you that aren't in charge.
Yes.
This time I hope to be stronger.
What? This is the worst layoff I've ever heard.
It is very weird.
And I've heard some fucking wild layoffs in my day.
Why? I mean, why would you hope to be stronger?
What
is that helpful? What is it? What is this doing for the other person?
I know. The person you're firing, how does this help them?
Yeah, I do also, I know somebody that works for a big-ass insurance company in town, and this kind of stuff happens all the time where they start using this language, and you never know, like, what's going to happen. You know, it's always just like, but it'll just be like, you know, the written marketing division is coming down. We're going to invest in video or whatever. And you just like, these changes are going to happen. But not literally like everybody watching this call is, you know, in trouble.
Yeah. That's the thing. When you're watching this, you're like, if this was like a shareholder meeting,
right?
I guess you could like do something like this.
This could be rough. This could honestly just be, we're not going to be able to do Christmas bonuses this year.
Yes.
It could easily be that, right?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if it's me and I don't think I'm doing this over Zoom. I think I'm doing it the way that they do it at the big employers here, where they tell you to come in, they have a meeting, and they say everybody in the room's laid off.
Right.
Like, I think if I'm getting fired, dude, I just want to get fired. I don't want to hear about your process.
Yeah.
In firing me. Like, I don't care how it makes you feel.
Right.
That you have to fire me.
What? And yeah, what is the CEO concerned about the feelings of the people that make him money for?
Yeah. I mean, he shouldn't. He obviously doesn't care.
You've never cared about him, right?
Yeah. There's 900 of them.
Right.
I don't love 9 people.
Right, that's true.
This guy probably hasn't seen any of the people he's firing face to face.
Right.
We are laying off about 15% of the company.
Fuck, 900's 15% of the company?
Oof.
That's a fucking lot of... This company is the biggest company in the world. Is this Amazon?
No, Amazon's way worse than that.
That's true.
For a number of reasons. The market, efficiency, and performances.
Oh, performances. Because people weren't able to adapt properly to our new normal in the pandemic, post-pandemic lifestyle.
So this is performance makes it... Now you're telling people I feel real bad, but you guys really let me down. I
cut the bottom 15.
Yep. Yeah.
Everybody should know it. You mean, if you're the bottom 15, you're in trouble.
Man, you should not do this on fucking... You should not do this on
Zoom.
Zoom.
It's so disrespectful.
It's just... You shouldn't do it this way, and you shouldn't do it on Zoom. Because there's people recording this. You can just record this easily.
Yeah, this is public, is what this is. If you do a Zoom for 900 people, it's public.
Yeah, yeah.
And productivity. If you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group.
Fuck you, dude.
That is being
This is the guy. That's the guy recording it. He's like, oh, if you're on this call, you're part of the unlucky group. Which is true.
Unlucky 15.
The unlucky 15. That's what you should call it. The unlucky 15, baby.
Laid off. Your employment here is terminated, effective immediately.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What does this mean for what's next? You're gonna get it.
Don't care. At that point, it becomes a real... Like, when he says, what's next, I would have expected 900 people to leave the meeting. If you said everybody left the meeting.
Right.
I don't really care anymore.
An email from HR, askhr@better.com, to your personal email address
Fuck
regarding
you,
the
dude.
details of your severance and your benefits. For all U.S. employees, we're providing 4 weeks of severance,
Oh, 4
1 month
weeks.
of full benefits, and 2 months of COBRA, for which we will pay the premium. So 3 months total benefits if you elect for COBRA.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's sure.
Cobra.
It's 3 months of medication. Sure.
Yeah, yeah. You're going to give me 3 months of health care and 4 weeks of pay. That is it. That's a month of pay. Go find another fucking job.
Max says it's cool. He's in touch with his emotions, though.
It
I thought the
is.
same thing.
Good
Like he
feeling.
must have went to some like sort of mindfulness training. He probably spent $100,000 this year on like a mindfulness training.
I mean, I guess if I'm a guy that has to fire 900 people, I don't know. I'm spending a lot of time thinking about that. Like the days leading up to it, I'm maybe pacing around my house. Like, do they want to hear how tough this is for me?
No, that's all you're thinking about.
One of the questions.
Right.
Do they want... That's all he's thinking
Right.
about.
That is all he's thinking about.
Yeah, it's tough for him. He's thinking about how tough it is. So, do they want to hear why we laid them off? Probably not. Really? I don't think anybody... I mean, if you're getting laid off, like, you're not going to talk them out of it. I don't think anybody on this Zoom call thought, like, well, if I could just fucking ask them some questions, man, I could get them to keep us all on. You know? See how he brings this in for a landing.
Get a communication from askhr@better.com before the end of the day. You can email askhr@better.com. Thank you for each and every one of yours individual contributions to
All right. Well, thank you for each and every one of your, I guess, special contributions. So
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
he's a dick.
He is a dick.
That was a dick thing to say. Let me cover this next thing, and then actually I have a few things that are just fucking really annoying. But Kellogg's, it looks like we're boycotting Kellogg's for further amount of time. I'm going to need a full list of all of their products because the Kellogg Company announced Tuesday that a majority of its U.S. workers have voted against a proposed 5-year contract that the company would hire permanent replacements for the employees who went on strike more than 2 months ago. Temporary employees have been working at the company's cereal plants in Michigan, Nebraska, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. After 19 negotiation sessions in 2021 and still no deal reached, we will continue to focus on moving forward to operate our business, Kellogg North American President Chris Hood said in a statement. Hood said the company had no choice but to continue executing the next phase of its contingency plan, hiring replacement employees. So basically, they have been working, the employees that are there are striking because, one, there is a 2-tiered wage system
Okay.
at this place. Okay, so you work there as, and I'm trying to figure out what the kind of employee it is. I can't remember what the name, a transitional worker, when you come in.
Okay.
And you work for 4 years as a transitional worker for much lower pay and no benefits.
Okay.
And I believe no time off or anything
Sure.
like that. And then you become a whatever real employee after that time, supposedly.
Okay.
But a lot of people aren't being converted
Gotcha.
into real employees. And the real top union member employees are like, they're trying to create, so they're only allowed, according to union contract, Kellogg's is only allowed to have a certain percentage of transitional workers.
Sure.
And the rest of them have to be union employees. Well, Kellogg's is trying to make that number unlimited.
Yeah, which they're fucked.
Yeah, which becomes transitional
Everybody.
employees. Everybody that works there is a transitional employee at that point. Because I've fucking seen this shit happen. Like, I have seen the temps at the warehouse, temps at the... Like, I fucking temped at Bath and Body Works warehouse. And I would say that for every 10 temps, there was like 2 employees that worked there. It was just like hardly any employees. Basically, the only employees at the warehouse were the ones that were running the buttons on the pick and pack machines and shit.
They were in charge of the machinery.
Yeah, they were in charge of the machinery, and then everybody else in there was a temp.
Yeah, that's how it is still. Contract labor is what they call it now.
Yeah.
And it's still happening in their IT department.
Yeah.
I know people doing it.
We've seen this happen so many fucking times, so we know what Kellogg's trying to fucking do. They're trying to gut the union people from the company. Number 2, they are working many times 16 hours a day, 7 days a week.
What the fuck?
There are people on the picket line who have said that they have worked 120 days without a day off. They are also not told that they're being held over for another 8 hours until sometimes 10 minutes before their shift's almost over. They get switched into mandatory overtime.
Oh, God, no.
And then they work the next 8 hours, and then they're allowed to go home for 8 hours, and then they got to be back to work.
Yeah.
A woman in a video I saw today earlier said that she gets off work at 6:30 in the morning and has to be at work at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Fuck no.
Every day, and 7 days a week. No time off. If you get hit with a bereavement, if you get hit for any of that stuff, they make you use your vacation time. You have to use vacation time for pretty much any time off. So they're also like losing vacation time. And yeah, that's Kellogg's.
Fucked up.
And
They got some heavy hitter brands for sure.
oh yeah, they got all kinds of stuff I like.
Morningstar, Garden Burger. Those are big ones.
Kashi. Not a
Kashi.
big one. I mean, Kashi's like the crummiest cereal. Good Friends. Like, nobody's trying to eat Good Friends.
No one fucks with Kashi either.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to be crazy to fuck with Kashi cereal. I mean,
It's not healthy. It's the same people that sell Apple Jacks and all brand. It ain't health cereal. I'm sorry. Pops and what else? Frosted Mini Wheats, Honey Smacks, Fruit Loops.
No more Pop-Tarts for the B-Man, which is, you know.
Nutri-Grain bars, which is fake healthy breakfast too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
good one.
You just go to Cliff at that point, you know? You just have some Cliffs.
There's also generics and all this at Aldi.
Yep,
But
I can do without. The only thing that Kellogg's knows how to make that nobody else knows how to make is Pop-Tarts.
That's true.
That's it.
That's true. They cornered the market.
Yeah, no generic company's been able to figure out Pop-Tarts. You fucking go buy a fucking store brand Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
You're just like, what is this? Fucking 8 inches thick?
Yeah, nice try.
Oh boy. I guess you worked really hard at that, but you really did a bad job. So, I mean, I don't think Kellogg's makes toaster strudel. So,
No, that's Pillsbury.
yeah, so you could probably go on the toaster strudel.
That's much better. That's much more decadent for breakfast.
That's high level Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
I've always felt
Yeah.
like very high level.
Flaky Pop-Tart.
I don't like the Eggos.
Eggos are horrible.
No, I like them.
Eggos are real bad. There's irredeemable. Once you have a waffle iron, they're irredeemable.
Waffle iron is so much work, dude. So much work. And it takes
For who?
87 hours
It's
to make
water
waffles.
and mix.
Right. But it takes like several hours to make them because you can only make one waffle at a time. And I try to make like a lot of waffles, you know? So it always takes 2 hours to make the waffles.
I don't think that adds up.
So that's just how I feel. So yeah, fuck Kellogg's.
That's atrocious. That's really bad behavior.
Yeah, they're real bad. They're real bad. Don't fucking eat there, okay? At Kellogg. Don't eat at Kellogg's. What is wrong with me? Hey, don't eat at Kellogg's, everybody. So let's Brett, your old part of town is in the news.
Can I do one before you?
Go for it. Yeah.
I was thinking about this other day because it's Christmas time. Did your dad ever show you how to hook up the video game system?
No.
Really? Did Jason do it?
Yeah.
Because I remember it being treated like this very special thing, like only dads can go behind the TV for so long. And when my dad finally told me that it was just you put the yellow in the yellow and the red in the red and the white in the white, I was like just astonished that this was treated as like very technical work.
Well,
it was treated like IT shit.
Before that, though, it was the screw thing.
Yeah, the coax screw. Yeah, you're right.
That's
I guess
a little harder, and sometimes you probably got to undo the antenna or the cable and then
that's true,
put
and
the
jump
screw
in.
and just a whole lot of
that's true.
shit that goes on there. Yeah.
I also, once I could read and I could read on the box antenna in or TV box in, video game out or whatever on that. I think that Dad's got way too much credit on that.
Yeah.
That was a good piece of information because even my ex made me come over to her house to go hook up her video games. And I'm like, you're way more educated than me about a lot of stuff and can follow directions way better than I can. It's a fucking one plug. It's HDMI. It won't even plug into anything else that it's not able to plug into. There's zero thinking anymore. And I come over there and it's just like, God, thank you for that. It's like, I feel like I did something.
People that can't do inputs.
Yeah.
It's just so
They get
weird. It
confused by
literally says input 1 on the back of the thing. Right. And you put it in there, and then on the TV it says input 1, and you just hit input 1. At the cable company for the 7 years I worked there were so many people that I had to spend a long time educating about inputs. And they would act like I'm a fucking asshole. Mm-hmm. Oh, this guy's a fucking asshole because he's explaining it all slow and dumb, like I'm dumb. And it's like, bro, it says the numbers are on there. It's easy. It's not hard.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah,
but people just are afraid of remotes.
Yeah,
I've found that because all the times some dingus sat on their remote and it changed the input, and then they had to call the cable company and wait 3 days for a guy to come out to switch the input. Part of me is like,
you could have pushed every button on that. You could have tried every single button first.
You would have to hit every button 4 times though.
Yeah,
because
true.
the input has to cycle all the way back through.
Good
But
point.
yeah, there were so many people that I got to their house. They're yelling at the person on the phone. They're yelling at me when I get there. Everybody's getting yelled at and just facing the wrath of this person. And I hit input 2 times and it's right there. And they're like, I tried that. And it's like, no, you didn't. You actually didn't try that.
Yeah, because that's all you had to do.
Had you tried that, it would have fixed it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been called me.
Yeah. So I got this story from your old neck of the woods.
Okay.
These are people that I used to service when I was a cable guy. And I don't...
Reynoldsburg?
Is Reynoldsburg, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't have a GoFundMe or anything, but this is something maybe we need to look for. Do you know Shepherd's Mobile Home Court? It's the trailer park on Main Street and Taylor Road.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yep.
Okay. So dozens of families in Reynoldsburg are hoping for a miracle this Christmas, as they've just been told their lots and possibly their homes will be bulldozed next year for redevelopment. Sheetz is now in contract with the owners of the Shepherd Mobile Home Park at East Main Street and Taylor Road to build another gas station in the city. They plan to break ground in May. I called you guys because I wanted some attention on it, Erica Diamond said after calling ABC 6 on Your Side problem solvers multiple times last week. Oh, you didn't have to put multiple times in there like you're complaining. I prayed you would hear me and you would call. You're here. Diamond has a dozen family members living in the trailer park, including Melinda Johnson. Johnson is the legal guardian of 5 of her grandkids who range in age from 1 to 8. Johnson works part-time and pays $300 a month for her lot. She can't find any other affordable housing in the city. Knowing that we could have just months left is scary, Johnson told Problem Solvers through Tears. Anywhere from $1,400, $1,500 and up, and $2,100 for our needs. That's almost 10 times more, 8 times more than what we're paying now. Tenants also took their living concerns to the city council as members are expected to approve zoning changes for the site to allow a gas station to operate.
Bullshit.
Those who own their trailers said their units are too old to move or too expensive. Quotes are coming in at over $10,000. So they
better pay these people.
I mean,
I feel like also if someone establishes housing, like you can't rezone that shit.
I feel the same
Somebody
way.
lives there.
I feel the same. It should be so hard to do.
What do you mean you're going to put a gas station here? There's people that fucking live there.
You got to build the gas station around me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't get mad if you put a fucking sheets on the trailer park. It's
Yeah.
like right there in the middle, but you're not moving nothing.
Like, hey, y'all, we're going to squeeze the sheets in right here like a shotgun, you know, the longest sheets yet.
Yeah. It sucks though, man, because like you
that's a
gotta
nightmare.
think like these people, again, a lot of these people own their trailers.
Right.
They paid them off.
Right.
This trailer park has been there for a very long time. Like, so a lot of people, their trailers are paid off. They're paying $300 a month rent.
Right.
That doesn't exist anymore. That is out of the world. They did
only
everything right too. They did everything right.
Of course. No, that's what people. That's all the complaining ass conservatives own something or whatever it is. Oh, that's horrible. And like, they're. How are you going to live otherwise? How are you going to raise 8 fucking grandchildren?
I know.
Unless your rent is $300.
They say we don't live in a trailer because we choose to live in a trailer. We live in a trailer because that's what we can afford right now in this economy, said Crystal Sloan during last month's meeting. I need to know when I have to have my kids out of my home that I own outright. Because they own it. But somebody that owns a fucking trailer that's paying $300 a month rent does not have $10,000 to move the fucking trailer. And again, if they're getting quotes saying like, you can't move this trailer, it's too old. I mean, it's so fucked. I read this thing and I was like, this is the most fucked thing. I mean, this is really
Reynoldsburg government's going to bulldoze some people's houses for sure.
Like most of Central Ohio, Mayor Beganey said the lack of affordable housing is at crisis levels in Reynoldsburg. With a population of nearly 40,000, Reynoldsburg has 8 apartment complexes that offer rent at $900 a month or less. 7 complexes offer rent between $500 and $700 a month. Only 1 complex offers rent below $500 a month. When communities say they don't want apartments, they don't want affordable living, they don't want those things in their community, and there are plenty of people out there, it's unfortunate because it plays into stereotypes that I don't think exist anymore, said Mayor Beganey.
What?
But it's like, you're the mayor, dude. You're the fucking mayor of the goddamn place. He's blaming people saying we don't want affordable apartments to be built.
Sure.
We don't want this place to have affordable housing.
Everybody said they want them out of here. Everybody said they'd rather have a Sheets than these people here.
Yeah. I mean, and here's the thing about this mobile home park too, is like, I've been in there and I've been in a lot of mobile home communities. I've been in a lot of trailer parks.
They say you lived in one too.
2.
Yeah.
I've lived in 2 trailer parks, and some of those places can get kind of squirrely. This is not one of them because it's not super big, and it every time I was in there, it was very quiet, and people were just like living their lives there.
I literally drove by. I mean, I graduated from Brownsburg High School, so I drove by it constantly, and it was not a nuisance at all. Not that a nuisance deserves to be bulldozed either, but it is really just people getting by, and so they've decided that doesn't make enough money for the city.
Yeah, and this is the owner of the property. If is the person that you have to be mad at, because here's what Sheet said when the news called We are in the very early phases of a potential location in Reynoldsburg. Sheetz is committed to being a good neighbor in every community we serve, and we are appreciative of the feedback regarding this project. We plan to work closely with the developer, local officials, and the owner of the property to find a positive solution for the residents involved. It is our goal that the project is a benefit to the community, and any resident impacted is treated fairly. That seems like it puts it on the owner of the property. This owner wants to sell this property really fucking bad. And Sheetz is just kind of like... I mean, if Sheetz pulls out, the owner's going to try to sell it to somebody that won't pull out. Like, this is like going... This is why I fucking go nuts when you see somebody who did everything. They paid the fucking trailer off, dude.
Yeah.
They paid it off. They did what they were supposed to fucking do. And they're still paying $300 a month just to live at this place.
Yeah.
And they fucking get fucked anyway. If you're broke in this country, you just can't win. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can fucking do.
Yeah. You don't have the power. No one thinks about you. No one is concerned about, your life. These are people's families that they're going to be kicking out.
Yep.
Getting rid of. So that they can get more food through a window. Not a window, an app.
App. Yeah. Yeah.
The little cash register things. More fried food.
Let's do something really funny now that happened this weekend, Brett. I got this. Move over, Trapped. The singer of Skillet, John Cooper, is having a great year of making headlines for saying silly things. He's been vehemently anti-vax and even compared the Grammys to Hitler earlier this year. Did he really? I didn't know that this guy was on one, apparently. Let's find out why the Grammys are Hitler. Before we move to the current controversy.
He's just standing up for Christ.
What? Okay, so he was mad at Cardi B. He was.
Woman had pleasure during sex. That's what's the problem.
Yeah, speaking on his podcast, Cooper condemned the eroticism of the performance, which saw Cardi and her collaborator Megan Thee Stallion grinding up against each other, quoting a verse from the book of Isaiah. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. We're living in a world right now where there are certain Dr. Seuss books that you can't sell on eBay, Cooper said.
What was that?
I got to listen to this guy's pod. So this is his quote from his podcast.
Okay.
We're living in a world right now where there are certain Dr. Seuss books that you cannot sell on eBay.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't think that's true, right?
He said he went to go buy a day at the zoo on eBay and couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Because of shadow banning. They're always being shadow banned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They complain so much, dude. Nobody complains like these people.
I'm trying to tell the truth. They won't let me. Only 2 people think this is the truth.
They are just too much for anybody to even be allowed to buy. They're being yanked down from all the bookstores and stuff like that. It's just too much. It's just too evil. But you can and must applaud the sexual degradation of Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion simulating sex together on the Grammys. This is the perfect example. You must celebrate it. In fact, you don't celebrate it, then you're actually a bad person. And you kind of like don't love people. You're actually not nice. They
have a podcast?
Yeah, he has a podcast. I'm going to listen to this I'm going to listen to a lot of this guy's podcast in the next few weeks.
So when he walks down the streets, people are stopping him and telling him that he has to watch Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B do simulated sex acts.
Well,
you're not a good fucking person if you don't like wet ass pussy, okay?
This guy said the question is who's going to define what is good and who's going to define what is evil. Every dictator in history says that what they're doing was good. That's what they believe. If you go back and you read some of Hitler's speeches, he's like, I'm going to set people free from the bondage of the 10 Commandments. In his mind, he's a liberator. It's always like that, you guys. All you do is just redefine evil and you redefine good. That's what's happening right now with the Grammys. I mean, you gotta think you're a fucked up fucking dude if you see the Cardi B Megan Thee Stallion thing at 10 p.m. They pointed that out in the piece. I did not read that part, but it happened at 10 p.m., which is safe harbor, and your kid should just be in bed. If your kid can't handle seeing something like that at 10 p.m., they should just be in fucking bed.
Yeah, that's danger time for kids' eyes.
Exactly. Thank you.
Anything goes.
That's why
Get your
NYPD
fucking kids in bed.
Yeah, that's when NYPD Blue was on. It was on
Yeah.
at 10, and you see Dennis Fran's ass.
Yeah.
And it was fine. We were all okay with it.
That was the original wet ass pussy.
So here he goes. Now he's coming for Rage Against the Machine, calling them government rock. Why are they government rock? Well, according to Cooper, it's because the band's upcoming reunion shows will be in venues that require proof of vaccination. Thus, he says, because he refuses to comply with vaccine requirements, that makes him a revolutionary. So, I hate this argument so fucking much because it is not counter-revolutionary to get a... Like, now they're making it so, like, we're government people because we got the vaccine and not just, like, decent people, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's this really weird, I think it's called common sense. I think this is an extension of common sense, and that, like, if everybody does something, the person that doesn't do it is a hero. Doesn't matter what it is, right?
Yeah.
Everybody says don't say the N-word. Morgan Wallen does it. He's a hero, right?
Yes.
And this also extends to revolutionary means against the government, which is not true.
Yes.
I mean, it is. There's been plenty that built governments or whatever. I don't know, but I don't think that that one thing makes them, like, they also want to get rid of the police, you know, which is something you're not into, you know.
Yeah.
The skillet guys, you know, like.
Yeah, skillet guys. Well, the skillet guys, they need the police because they look like, they look like real fucking Coles guys.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. The problem is that none of it makes any sense. It's just dumb guy logic.
Yeah.
They can get away with whatever they want because they're like, yeah, that's fucking right, man. They're like pro-government, man. They want to just do whatever the government says and make people do that. And it's, I guess I also have heard somebody wrote into the show to say that, like, in some other places this vaccine passport has gotten out of control, where, like, you're not allowed to go anywhere at all. Like, you have to get everything fucking delivered.
Like in Germany?
In Sweden and shit.
Yeah, well, I'm not there.
Of course, right. But I don't know what that means for, here it's like you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, nobody's in making anything happen, you know?
Yeah, you can, like, there's not going to be a vaccine passport situation in America.
Right.
It's just not going to happen.
Right.
I mean, chances are what's going to happen is the goddamn thing's going to keep mutating. If you die, you die.
That's what it is, yeah.
That's what we've decided.
And also
that's what we've landed on in America.
And there's a venue in town that does lots of huge shows that is vehemently against checking vaccine cards or enforcing masks. So you just need to go with your people.
Yep. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. What's really weird to me is that I've been speaking out about my faith in Christ for a long, long time in the mainstream world. Now, let's be honest. Not everybody in the mainstream world is nuts about that. You don't say? Like, people hate Christian music so much. Like, that's the one thing you can say, Brett, is that, like, when you're getting into it with, like, a Christian person and they're like, we're persecuted, you know, and you're like, well, there's more of you than there are of, like, me.
Everybody else.
In this country.
Yeah.
At least in America. And then you're like, but Christian bands are kind of oppressed.
Yeah, everybody
in
hates
a way.
them. Everybody hates Christian music, for sure. Yeah. You know it's cruddy.
It sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear Cardi B, you know it's good. You hear Skillet, you know it's cruddy.
Yeah, and I don't even know, like, I don't even know if, like, Skillet stinks, because I don't think I've ever listened to a Skillet song. Obviously, we could play a Skillet song right now.
I would love to hear it.
Let's fucking find out what Skillet does then, I guess.
The problem is I mean, this is what the issue with these people is that they're always going. It's the same with the Jim Brewer level of stupidity, where they're always going to try to triangulate your position and not be what you are. You know.
Yes.
So there's never any sort of like agreement, or there's never going to be any moment where we could ever come to an understanding. You know, with a person like this. So what are you supposed to do?
So here it comes. This song is called Monster by Skillet. 367 million views on YouTube.
That's
it's 12 years old.
Not these.
It's not? I thought that would be like their biggest hit.
367 over 12 million, or it's over 12 years though, is like.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I would love to have that many, but.
I hope this doesn't go. You know.
We're in the territory of mine. They lost me.
They're gonna turn into Motley Crue, kind of. It's like a little too rocky.
The secret side of me, I never let you see. I keep it caged,
Butt
but
rock.
I can't come.
It's worse than butt rock.
Yeah.
I like butt rock.
Yeah, me too.
Go ahead. There's no sex in it. You can tell that it's totally sexless. Like,
He just said sodomy to open the song.
Yeah.
But like,
And not the good kind, not like the sexy kind.
no, he said a secret sodomy, and what he's saying
It didn't
is
turn
like,
me on.
Don't do that sodomy. You
Yeah.
know, hey, no sodomy.
It also shows you the kind of weird Christian he is, where that's the parts of the Bible that he's paying the most attention to, which means it's a him problem that he's putting on everyone else.
The first lyric, the first lyric, and like one of the band members looks like a total like stereotypical Karen. Like, and I don't call people Karens, but this is very Karen vibes.
Yeah.
To me. Here we go.
So stay away from me. The beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it.
Yeah.
It's scratching on the wall, in the closet, in the.
What is that?
Yeah. Do they look like they don't look very cool?
And it sounds like people that don't have to try. It seems like people that just know if it's Christian, there's a lot of people that are be forced to listen to it.
That's why you do it.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of Christian emo and screamo bands that were huge drunks and shit and like sexual assaulters because they were not living it at all. They just knew they could get a paycheck running around singing about him.
Yeah. That I mean,
his love.
Me and you listened to like 3 hours of Christian
We
music
did,
once.
yes, yeah.
We were driving to Baltimore, I think,
Yeah.
or DC, and we listened to like for real 3 hours of Christian music. And none of it was good. Like none of the 3 hours. There was never a toe tapper in that whole 3 hours. I don't think you can make toe tapping Christian music.
No.
Like just like
Something that makes you bob your head a little bit?
yeah, I like gospel. You know,
Yeah,
I like,
that's
like
not
old
different.
style gospel that's like good. You know, but
yeah. I
not-
believe in Jesus for like the month of December. But would never believe that he rocks. He doesn't fucking rock and roll does not come from Jesus.
True. Let's hear.
It comes away again, I can't control it. Hiding under the bed, in my body, in my head. Why won't somebody come and save me?
I gotta hear the
from
chorus.
this? Make it in. I feel it deep within. It's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate
It sounds like Cold.
Yeah, it is. It's how Christian music. This is how Christian music works. It's like it finds what is popular and it kind of swallows it a lot of times, and then spits out the bones of it back at you. Like when Heathcliff used to eat a fucking fish, he would find a fish and he'd eat it, and then he'd throw the bones out behind him. That's what Christian music does a lot of times. These guys are like, okay, butt rock. It's 2009. Butt rock is the fucking all. It's bigger than it's ever been, really.
Yeah.
I think 2009, right?
Yeah, it was huge, especially for this stuff.
Yeah. And they were just like, we're just gonna fucking listen to a bunch of it because, like, you know who else is Christian? The Evanescence.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't
They were, but they changed, didn't they?
something like that. Some weird situation. You'll hear about it on one of the vacation shows with Minion Death Cult. But yeah, they pulled it. They pulled the Christianity. They pulled their album from Christian bookstores, which is all-time hilarious move.
The band broke up because it was like her and then a guy, I believe.
Yeah, the guy that raps.
Yeah.
But then they were like, we don't want this rap guy in here anymore. She just and then the rap guy's like, well, you need to get rid of her. And it's like, well, she's the reason we're famous. So see you later, rap guy. So yeah, that's Skillet. Skillet thinks that Rage Against the Machine is government rock music, And he also, listen to this. In general, I think I'm a fairly gracious person, or I try to be, where it's like,
the government hasn't done anything to stop COVID, really.
no, not
They've dragged their feet. They gave out a couple checks. But as far as enforcement of masks and as far as like enforcement of vaccine cards, they don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. They don't. They made the vaccine free.
That counts. Yeah.
That's one of the things, but that's one of the only things they did.
This is literally their fucking free market Jesus ass lifestyle. Like, this is conservatives' things. This is the market. People that go to Rage Against the Machine don't want to spread fucking COVID.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
They're conscious people.
Yeah. And it's not like Rage Against the Machine asked Skillet to open for them or them to open for Skillet. Or like, nobody wants to see Skillet except for like, we learned this because I was making fun of Skillet all weekend. Had a few viral tweets making fun of Skillet that where one of them was they look like a couple at a Buca de Beppo before a Muse concert.
Right.
This is like the style that you get from them.
Cole's Cash.
Buckle. The Buckle. They look like they work at the Buckle.
Right.
Really. But like when I posted about it, so many people told me they saw Skillet in concert because their church took them.
Yeah.
And because their Christian college took them or Christian school took them, which is like,
Lord, these kids need electric guitars, but let her be within the light of Jesus. We're going to save these kids, these backsliders. We're going to show them there's something to live for.
how fucking...
We get down, we party.
I mean, it's such a bad name for a band. I also was thinking this about Skillet is like, it, to me, it sounds like a 311 style band, right?
No.
Skillet? No?
The name?
The name, yeah. We threw all these styles in a skillet and fried them up, and now we got some music.
Oh, God,
you know?
yes.
I didn't expect them to be like butt rock, because that's like no styles. We threw no styles at a skillet.
Yeah.
But I know what it is. They were all in separate bands, and Skillet was their side project, and they called it Skillet. And then...
because everybody jumped in the skillet?
Everybody put their own sound in the skillet, and that's what happened. And it's like, but when I listen to this, it's like, was all of their sounds like butt rock?
Right.
Like,
do people like don't not try on their instruments?
What's the mix here? What are the things we're mixing in here?
The riffs are sorry too. I mean, just this
sorry.
religion can't produce riffs that are decent.
Sure, they can't go. I mean,
There's
unless
no
you're
soul
Dave
in it.
Mustaine.
There's fucking no soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Mustaine, but he started before he believed in God.
That's true. He was Christian.
He probably doesn't really believe. He's just hedging his bets, probably, because he still squeezes some good ones out.
That's true. He did do Crush 'Em.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Dystopia from like 5 years ago.
Okay.
But it would be fun. Yeah, it would be funny to be like, you know what, your music is a little too good. I don't know about your faith right now, Dave.
That's true.
You're
though.
writing some brutal riffs. These things like sound straight up demonic, and I'm concerned.
Yeah. Well, I need to find like I've listened to a lot of Christian metalcore. I think we need to check out the Christian death metal stuff.
Okay.
Which seems so easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's just noise. And you don't have to say the words you could say. Like, nobody even knows what they're fucking saying.
And you can also say brutal stuff from the Bible.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why Christian death metal might work. Like Christian grindcore or something.
Yeah.
It might work. Listen to this guy, though. In general, I think I'm a fairly gracious person, or I try to be, where it's like, I really don't care, Luke, if you get the vaccine or not. And I don't care. And I don't know if you care if I get it. It doesn't matter to me. There's certain things that you could make a choice, but there's been this collective mind. I mean, people going crazy. I fully expect half the country to be eating grass. So he also called us sheeple.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of sheeple. It's like, I've been getting medicine my whole life. My whole fucking life I've been getting medicine. I don't think that's a sheeple move.
Yeah, it'd be weird to give up on it now.
It would be weird just to be like, I don't like medicine anymore, and then not.
I don't think medicine's worked. Everybody, I remember when I became a vegetarian. I was like, they have. I was telling my parents, like their cholesterol levels are like below 150, which is not even heart attack range. And my dad is like, I just got medicine that lowered my blood pressure by 15 points.
Yeah, I don't understand
Like,
how you're gonna take a stand against medicine.
and I want to know when do we get to go in on them though? Because we keep getting the boosters, which I think does kind of hurt our cred.
That hurts, yeah. Because now they're saying there's gonna be a fourth one, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
In January, a fourth one.
Well, I'm gonna wait. It's gonna be 6 months, right?
No.
Between them.
Omicron.
Omicron gets its
Omicron
own
means
booster.
we need to get another booster.
Nice.
You know what though? Fuck it. Just stick. I wish they could just like sort of. Again, I think the way that they should have invented the vaccine is through chemtrails. They needed to like fucking crop dust us with the vaccine because people were never going to take the goddamn thing.
Right.
We knew that people weren't going to get a shot, whether it's laziness or just stubbornness. It's like if you flew over and did chemtrails with the vaccine, everybody would already have it. And they wouldn't even fucking know.
Yeah, and you would never get in trouble for it because it would just be the same kook saying that, like, they're medicating us with chemtrails. It's like, oh, shut up.
Yeah.
COVID just went away naturally. That's part of biology.
Yeah. Or put it into fucking tap water, or I guess you'd have to put it into, like, Pepsi, too, or Diet Pepsi.
That's true. Major Coke products.
Yeah. You'd have to put them in there, too, because there's a lot of people that don't drink a lot of water. But
It's just in the age of everybody recording everything always, there's no way for that. There's no proof that anything has happened. I mean, I've heard I've heard of blood clots and like early periods in women and stuff like that. And I'm sure I know there are things that have occurred, but on a large scale, beyond what any normal risks we take on a daily basis with like our lives, the vaccines aren't proving to be anything.
it doesn't feel like a risk to me at all. It feels, I just feel like whatever. You know, just stick me with it. I don't even know what's in it. It makes me feel like shit for a couple days and I'm fine.
And I'm an anarchist, I guess, anti-government. I still want there to be doctors.
I do too.
Yeah, I think that I want there to be a hierarchy of knowledge where the doctors know more than me, and I accept that. I'm into that. I'm gonna listen to them. I'm not that interested in thinking that like pollen is going to do anything for me.
I'm really high on medicine. You know,
Yeah, I love it.
Like, if I had to pick one of the things I really like about living now, it's that there's medicine. There have been times in history where there weren't medicine, but now there's medicine, and I'm taking it. And that is Street Fight. We got everything done today. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yup, that's a show.
Oh, I also wanted to bring this up before we go. Longtime listener and a good friend of the show, Michael Medina, is in a medical situation. I'll send links to all of our social media, but you can look for help me get bariatric surgery to save my life on GoFundMe. Yeah. So Street Fighters, please chip in and check Street Fight on Twitter or Facebook. We're Street Fight WCRS and both of those platforms. I'll have the link so that we can help get him up into better shape medically.
All right. See you all Sunday night.
Peace out.
Oh, fuck. What did I do that for?
Where'd you